would have been too much.
I'd be much more concerned, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
In 75, you'd be happy enough.
75, I'd be perfectly happy.
Yeah.
In a context that, let's say, Cork experiences 80% relative humidity pretty much without drop in 12 months of the year,
right.
and Dublin experiences about a 2% drop in summer.
Right.
Certainly according to the climate files.
Right.
You know, we live in a very humid climate, and getting below 75%, you know, in an intermittently heated building. So the other thing to say about that, I'm not sure we said it, is that we did actually alter the heating regime. So I think when we were running the simulation with the initial changed profile, we were also dropping the temperature towards, let's say, 16 degrees. So you know, you could play that. I mean, you could also feed in a climate file on the inside, where you're looking at significant jumps in humidity, small jump in temperature, and then drop down again. You know, which is the classic thing of courtrooms and churches, where that big moisture dump happens and everyone leaves, closes the door.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, there's also things to do. The main thing I was showing here is that changing of the profile.
Oh yeah, you know,
it's showing a relative humidity above 80% most of the year on the inside surface.
Yeah.
But it's not giving you the inside surface temperature to correlate that, to make value judge that risk. I mean, if the inside surface temperature was 16, 14 degrees, you'd be very concerned. But if it was 23, 24, you might be less concerned. So there's
the opposite. No, the opposite.
The opposite, yes.
Yeah, the opposite.
Yeah.
So in an old church building, which is most of the time with that temperature,
yeah,
we were less concerned. Also, big volumes. I mean, you know, also, you know, whether that's a child's bedroom or whether that's a huge hall with big convective air currents, those sounds make a difference.
The lower temperature on the surface would increase the risk of condensation and feeding mold growth, no?
But the mold needs
the mold needs some amount of warmth.
Yes. Yeah.
So yes, you can move some of the moisture, but less of the energy to fuel the mold.
out of interest, the passive house of this rule of thumb of 12.6 degrees for mold growth. Have you come across that? They value that quite a lot. That if, when you're doing a thermal calculation, you can keep the inside temperature of any corner above 12.6, you virtually eliminate the chance of mold.
I'd say that's pretty accurate. When you get down
it's
to
based on the very stable temperatures.
Yeah, but no, but 12.6
the inside is 20 everywhere.
You know, quite depends on where you're coming
from. In a passive building, 12.6 degrees is appalling.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
no, I'm saying in a building like this, like you know, you were making the point about if it was 17 degrees, you might make a judgment call. But I'm just thinking if you could model the temperature, so long as it stayed above 12.6,
you
feel relative.
Yeah. Depends on the relative humidity, though. Relative humidity is 25.
Well, you've seen the relative humidity is given. That's what it's going to be under the regime you put in. But presumably you could calculate temperature profile from this as well.
Yeah, you could use it in all sorts of ways. But the BS 5250 talks about if you have 70% RH in a room, and this is quite simplified, but I think it's still useful. You should expect an RH of about 80% on the wall. So you know, even 70% in a room, an ambient RH is something to think about.
The other bit to add to the passive house equation is that your relative humidity on the inside of the house is nowhere near 80%. It's down around 40, 45 and on a bad day. So that's affecting things. So that's why 12.6 in a passive house is different to 12.6 in a church.
But what I'm trying to get is it's hard to make a decision if there's mold growth risk without internal surface temperature.
Yes.
Well,
But you can extrapolate. You can extrapolate very easily. I mean, you're getting temperature. You're getting. I mean, the U value you get in this is unbridged, so you shouldn't use it as your design U value, let's say, in a report. But it does give you a sense of where you're at. You're getting you have a huge amount of information coming to this. The watts per Kelvin, the moisture input, the moisture that's gone into the system, the moisture that's come out, the humidity, the temperatures. I mean, you can use this tool in a lot of different ways. You can export the amount of water that hit the surface through driving rain as opposed to that was available to hit, to hit the ground. All sorts of different. You can play with this in a lot of different ways. It's really useful. Will we move on to? I mean, I can either